Tory Lanez got sentenced
What a
to 10
film.
years, man. Tory Lanez got sentenced to 10 years.
I guess I don't know
Not
what
Mr.
you was with.
Not Mr. 8,000 hours. I mean, you can play the round of applause. Play the round of applause. Play the round of applause. 8,000 hours.
Relax.
There we go. Yes. Tory Lanez got sentenced to 8,000, or no, I'm sorry, that's how many hours.
8,000
Yeah.
8,000 hours.
Got sentenced to 10 years. There are some interesting things in this story to talk about, but just let's get the thoughts. Start with B Souls first, man. How you feel about by far your favorite artist getting sentenced to prison for 10 years?
I mean, I'm a little sad he's not gonna make music anytime soon, but hey, man, he had some charges against him. He was proven guilty, so you got to do the time. I don't know what you want from me, man. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Sage, I'm gonna skip you real quick just for 2 seconds.
Fine with me.
Damo, Tory Lanez, 10 years. Got a harp on it. What are we talking about? How do you feel, man? Let's get those reactions.
I'm not gonna lie. Pretty underwhelming. After the whole trial situation, I realized don't care about this shit as much as I thought I would, because this nigga look like he's guilty. This is pretty goddamn bad. Nah, real shit though. Lock his ass up, throw away the key. I'm gonna keep it hot. 10 years is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. 10 years is crazy. The bitch was still twerking afterwards. She twerked like the next week later. Niggas was contaminating evidence and lying all over the place. It was lies everywhere. Really,
wait, who is contaminating evidence?
I don't
and
know.
lying?
I'm just saying shit. I'm spreading
okay.
misinformation.
Okay.
You know that's the biggest threat in the black community, spreading misinformation.
Well,
Niggas was just lying left and right. This little midget bastard with a big forehead didn't want to listen to nobody and do what he was supposed to do. He had so many options and avenues to have a better outlook for himself, and he chose, nah, nigga, I got this. Both of them bitches be fucking. You deserve to go to jail, sir. Once niggas start throwing out who they been fucking and who was allowed to fuck them, I internally said, yeah, this nigga deserves to go to jail. Whether he did it or not, it don't matter if Jesus came down and shot her himself. You deserve to go to jail just because you didn't go about this the smartest way. You had a terrible legal team, terrible legal advice. You deserve every fucking minute in that jail, sir. Honestly, have fun. Keep your butthole tight, and hopefully you get time served, or maybe not. Hopefully you come out at the end of that 10 years and don't turn into Bobby Schmurder. There we go.
he actually had a good legal team and good legal advice. He fired him, type shit. And decided to go with the worst option. Sage, how do you feel about Tory Mr. Lanez? 10 years is a long time. It's a decade, you know.
So since it's the final chapter, during all the mid chapters I spammed, I don't care because I didn't. But since this is the final chapter, I'm glad we have a verdict. First things first. I'm glad it's finally ending. Jesus Christ. Second, not gonna lie.
Jesus Christ.
I believe in stupidity punishments. I don't have the most knowledge, but for me, how I'm interpreting his argument was, I didn't shoot her, but if I did shoot her, I was drunk. I'm just saying. So it's like, that's not what and it was something else I can't remember, so I don't want to lie, but it's not what you want to die on. So, yeah, nah, he got cooked. L argument. I've always said niggas don't know how to debate. In this case, he didn't know how to stay free. That's tough. Did he do it? Did he not do it? I don't know. I don't care. Glad Meg is served justice, I suppose, because she's the one that sued him. So I guess justice was served. And blood has to be safe in jail. I don't know what else to say. I'm just glad it's over. To be honest, I'm just glad it's over.
That's a fact. And buddy, no one up here gives up two fucks, not one, but two fucks about YMW Melly, buddy. No one up here has ever said
Ain't
anything.
that nigga still like getting away with shit, or like allegedly
Nah,
getting
they
away with
said
shit?
that,
I don't know.
I think they I don't know if they said it was a mistrial. Like they classified his shit as a mistrial or whatever. But idiots is just like, oh, it's a mistrial. He come home. That's not what that means. That means
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, he just
gotta
got
do that shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Niggas is retarded. Oh yeah, mistrial.
He
My
free,
boy
he
coming
free.
home.
No.
No, idiot. They just gotta do this shit over again. But my fault. Go ahead, Sos.
I was just about to ask, was it still on the same 3 charges from the original, like go around, or are these like different charges now?
No, this is the same three charges: the
Oh.
discharge, the possession, the assault with the firearm.
Yeah, I mean, even back then he was guilty of that shit. So
yeah,
none of it surprised me. I thought honestly, I thought the shit was already over. To be honest with you, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
damn.
It's crazy how many people are just no. Meg lied about that nigga shooting her. Regardless if she lied and he didn't shoot her, he's not getting 10 years for shooting Meg. You idiots. He's getting 10 years for the shit he was charged with, which was the possession of the firearm. What else was it? It was other shit too.
The negligent dispersal. It's not called dispersal, but he shot just shooting a gun recklessly.
Yeah.
And then assault with a firearm, which can be classified as just pointing a gun at somebody.
Yeah, so everyone's saying that bitch Kosa, that lying ass bitch. No one cares. Like no one is sitting. He's not going to jail for shooting her. That's not what he's in jail. He didn't get 10 years for shooting the stallion. That's not how that worked. So please stop. Like another thing, I'm gonna need you niggas to stop screaming free Tory Lanez because y'all hate women. All right, bro. Like this is getting disgusting. So many niggas are screaming, "Oh, that bitch is lying!" You can't name at least B Souls who has a Kate. Wait,
who do we have in the chat?
Been there. KD. Whoa.
Easy money sniper. Come on, man.
Oh man. Hold on now.
Who we got in the chat? This not the WL community no more.
Been there before.
We got thugs out.
Hold on now. Is that Dio? Hold on now. Wait a minute.
Okay, he had a jersey on of some sort in his. Let me see again. That's his son. What you doing? What you doing, man? Okay. To this nigga right here, 6 Mile T, pointing a gun at somebody is an assault. Yes, it is. I think that's what I know. I know you have in your mind. You just look these things up as definitions. It is assault. I understand. And listen, there's a couple takeaways. Can I take it now, Damo? Can I get it? I get it. Look at you, Bezos. Hey, yo. So there's a couple of things. First of all, everybody doesn't know everything. You just don't know everything. Like, people have got to stop. You literally just don't know everything. And the fact that you're sitting on computers and you could just Google this stuff. People say stuff, just walk away. Just say stuff and walk away. You know? Like, literally, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Just Google this stuff and just learn this stuff. 2, man, I'm not gonna lie. So much misinformation. I want to bring up this specific point because he's been flipping out about this, and y'all know I already don't like him.
No,
that nigga academics is a clown, dog. No, that nigga's a clown. No, and I'm being serious. Like that. This is some of the crazy stuff. So this is Megan Cuniff. For the ones that were paying attention to the trial, she's been reporting on it. She was there every single day. Her job is an actual journalist. So she just goes to trials in her area, writes it up. Like, look at this person. Does this person look like she's a part of the new media? No disrespect to Megan, but she looks like she writes and she reads. Okay.
Goes home.
She goes home. She writes,
sleeps, and does it again.
She's in hoodies when she's not in these blazers. Listen, look at this. I'm sorry. I'm about to grill her. Look at this nasty ass blazer in a picnic table button down shirt. Come on, that's not professional.
I didn't even know they put shoulder pads in blazers anymore. That's crazy.
You know this
she's
from
an old
H&M.
media at this point. She just be walking around there.
She got Oakley glasses on. How you got a toupee bob? Like she's really reporting. All right, that's that.
She looks like Edna from The Incredibles.
But just dirty.
Oh my god!
Whoa, I didn't add that.
Again, no disrespect. Edna wore high end stuff. Bezos, how much? I put $50 on it right now. She stand up this shirt wrinkled as hell, and a blazer too.
I've not been against you.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is crazy glaze on Megan. She ain't do nothing to deserve
it. Hey, she did a good job reporting it. Round of applause for Megan Bezos. Round of applause for Megan. Yeah, round of applause. You're not giving a round of applause.
I'm gonna let you sit in that one. You started.
Yeah, round of applause, but she is just okay. So this is about academics, and because academics goes irate, but this is about how academics obtained details about this case.
So yeah. Somebody wanted me to respond to academics, and I watched his thing, and I honestly don't think that we are like completely on the different page about it. Like as I said in my video about that story that I did, like I don't think it actually makes him look bad in there. I mean, he got the report, he published it, which, like I said, if somebody gave me that report, I would publish it. I saw him saying that it's factually inaccurate that the prosecutors or the judge found that Lanez leaked it to academics. I'm like, well, Lanez's own lawyers said that. I mean, they described that that's how it happened in the document. So if I can respect that he doesn't want to ever reveal who gave him that document. Like, he shouldn't have to do that. But the fact is, I mean, even Lanez's own lawyers say that the judge concluded that Lanez was responsible for the leak to academics. I'm not like criticizing academics for publishing it or whatever he does. And I thought it was kind of funny when he brought up the internet commentary thing, because I did kind of struggle with like, how do you describe them? And maybe I should have added like multimillionaire.
Okay, so the rest of it isn't important. But what she just confirmed is that, and I see you, 6 Mile. I'm gonna get to your little comment because godly. Academics was given the information about the DNA from Tory Lanez himself. And that was confirmed by the judge, by the lawyer of Tory Lanez. And this was back in February, because I remember we had this conversation back in February 2022, and Damo brought it up on the podcast and was like, so she's got to be lying. Like, academics said this about this and da-da-da-da. And come to find out, I mean, they weren't even in court. They weren't even in court at the time that he presented this shit. And this is not, it's an indictment, but it's not really an indictment on you, Damo, because the nigga lied and people just ran with it. People literally this is when shit just started going crazy, right? Folks just ran with it because of all these rumors and reports. The whole time, this nigga was lying. Is that not crazy to people?
Hey, man. That's why I took the boring route.
What Damo do, though? That's
really. All of us did it. Oh, wait a minute. Look, we're not gonna make it seem like I'm the only.
Look and say
hey.
Everybody
with that Hollywood shit.
All right, with that Hollywood, yeah.
It's crazy. Now it's okay to say it. When everybody that was active in them fucking Twitter spaces, we all did it. That's when I say we, I mean everybody active in a Megan Tory Twitter space. Any information that came out, we were all reactionary about it. Now, yes, some were more let's wait it out than others, but there were definitely reactions on both sides. But yeah, shit did start going wild. Niggas was lying. Like it was very easy for niggas to come up with lies and say shit, and niggas like me, yeah, see, like, look at that. That bitch Meg said she was on left foot. They examined her right foot. That bitch lying. That was some shit I was on back then.
And I get that, but that's part of what I'm saying. And that's to the second point of this. Man, it is so easy to lie. It is so easy to lie and just get people to be like, you know what? That lie is the truth.
Speak for yourself, man. I need to learn that skill first.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yes. But I'll say this, and sometimes it is hard to decipher like what a lie is. It really is. It is hard to decipher what a lie is and what's the truth and stuff like that. But it just amazes me. With that being said, I'm finna start lying, dog.
Start.
Why does it matter?
I was like, you ain't been lying this whole time? What?
Nah, I need to get on the internet and start lying more.
Oh, nah, man. You late to the party.
Lying on Twitter. Shit, welcome.
Lying on Twitter, lying on all this. I just found it to be crazy that you could lie. And everybody just get on board. And this person is sitting here saying this is the truth. And a bunch of people, nah, man, she's a fucking bitch. Look at her. She was in the club the next day. He's got to be right. Tory's got to be right. His fingerprints weren't on the gun. This nigga's lying.
I've already fabricated some stories before to answer a couple Q&A, so yeah, never mind. those questions of like,
Don't
you
admit
know,
to the
so
luck.
so
Damn
so
it.
like, what was the time you?
See, Domo,
Stop.
see how
Stop
long he has
yourself
to go.
right there.
You see this
Stop.
right here?
I'm not gonna give examples. I'm just saying I've done it before, bruh.
Jesus Christ.
But which ones are true? Which ones are false?
Oh my
Is that up to
God.
you?
God damn it, Benji.
Come on, man. I'm just saying.
But nah, I will say,
Gotta get the clips
I
out.
don't know what it is about in terms of like, and I'm not gonna say it since I got fucking scolded for it. When it comes to Hollywood and things going on in Hollywood in terms of a legal sense, anytime it comes to the internet, it's all motherfuckers are always so gullible when it comes to that shit. I don't know what it is, it's not even just Hollywood stuff, just cases in general or shit that just gets mass amount of coverage. It's so easy for people are gullible because you're waiting to hear something. Like you're just waiting to hear like any kind of information, and depending on what side you're on, whatever information you hear, you're gonna run with. I was watching that fucking that movie on Netflix, Missing, and it was a part in there where the fucking spoilers, but the mom did something. They were looking for the mom. Then comes to find out the mom got a second identity or whatever. So everybody was like, nah. It had a point where it was like podcasters and internet. Nah, this bitch got a second identity. This bitch is lying. And I'm like, yo, that is so real. And people just ran with it. You seen the girl like, yo, y'all don't even know the truth. Y'all just react to what you hear on the internet. This is crazy. That's real. Like people really do that. It don't gotta be factually correct. Niggas aren't gonna do no research. We're in an age of where you used to have to go to at least Google, or you have to look up shit or cite your sources to find out if shit's true. Now it's literally what pops on my timeline. If I see a headline, I'm gonna assume the headline is true. It went from headlines on newspapers to just fucking Daily fucking Loud or Say Cheese, such and such has a baby. Oh damn, I guess I just had a baby. Like it wouldn't even make sense. Transgender man had a baby. Transgender woman had a baby. What? Transgender woman had a baby? Okay. Doesn't even look into it. Doesn't even matter what the info is. Doesn't matter context or nothing. Niggas just believe what they say, what they see.
Who was that dude in NBA Twitter that like made a bunch of those rumors? Just as like
Ball Sack Sports.
No. It's that dude that got clapped because he was predicting a lot of right shit. But he wasn't verified. He just had like a default profile picture.
No face or whatever.
No face. It was like Utah Jazz 75 or some shit.
Yeah.
And he would just get a lot of like rumors right. It was crazy, but still, like how NBA Twitter just assumed this dude was a credible source without literally knowing who it was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get it was a funny story to follow because he was actually getting a lot of shit right. But the fact that you can just get, I don't know, 2 rumors right in a row, just coincidentally. And then Woj tweets it out. And now, like, motherfuckers are really following you for news is crazy to me.
He's a GM's son. They were saying he was a GM's son, so he's in the conversation.
Which he might have, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Sage, how do we get here? Because there's some other examples too. Neo and what he was saying, and Lil Tay and what he was saying. How do we get to a place? Because I think we all grew up, like, when you were in class, you might have had to do a little report. Your teacher told you, go, hey, Galileo, the library, this is how you can cite a source and, factually back it up. How do we get to a place now where it's just whatever the first thing that I read is right?
Social media confirmation. So the first domino I'd probably say was TMZ. TMZ had a whole TV show, let alone Twitter page that was getting stuff out, and TMZ was for the most part pretty credible. So anytime TMZ released something, you saw the likes on it, and bam, it was a verified source. You're good to go. Then we go to other verified sources after TMZ, and then slowly but surely, verified sources quickly turned into 1,000 likes. I think a tweet with 1,000 likes on it, everybody will assume is the truth and or a somewhat competent take. So as a result, people swiping on Twitter, it's become a primary source of information, considering all these verified sources were on Twitter to begin with. And now it's of the mindset, all right, if 1,000 people, if 2,000, 10,000, 20,000 people said this is true or even just like this post, got to be some validity to it. So they just run it with it. If that motherfucker say Chick-fil-A is now open on Sunday, 100K likes, who wouldn't just believe it versus actually Googling to find out? That's what I think is the main issue here. I think a lot of people need social media to confirm their beliefs.
And niggas aren't in school no more. A lot of either niggas don't go to college and get that extended schooling, or niggas just aren't in school anymore. So on the internet, there is no citing your source. There is no looking deeper into if this is credible or not. Niggas is just like Sage made a great point. You see some shit with a lot of likes, you're gonna assume that's what the masses think, or that it's some credit to it. How many times have we seen people argue arguments they've seen on Twitter just because it had a high amount of engagement? If you're scrolling through the timeline, I've seen people scroll through the timeline. If shit don't got likes, they don't care. But if a woman say, yo, these niggas ain't shit, and this shit got 2,000 likes, you're gonna see a Twitter space. Yo, these women out here saying niggas ain't shit. Bitch, you need a job. That's what you need. Like, bro, but women aren't saying that. One woman with a lot of likes on Twitter said that. You're just assuming it's everybody. So
yeah, you know what's real fucked up too? Y'all be the first ones to, I don't want to say you praise Elon, but you allow Elon to get away with a lot of shit. Him paying motherfuckers is only gonna add worse shit to this in terms of baiting conversation, baiting news, and straight up lying about shit.
Man.
So I'm not even trying to do I was right all along shit. I'm just speaking in general. That motherfucker is actually fucking up big time right now. And that is something I hope we can all realize will be a problem.
The rage farming is actually out of hand already.
Yeah, rage farming is even in niche communities like the NBA or anime community, especially. You'll just say something to piss people off. But nowadays, motherfuckers is lying about any motherfucking thing, and just they know they're verified. They know they have their Twitter blue check, so it'll appeal that they're verified. And they even remove why you're verified, right?
Yeah.
So now just say you're verified. So if TSO Sage with 10K
and now you
likes,
get paid.
Yeah, if TSO Sage with 10K likes makes himself look like a fucking agent, I can put that in the bio. I have 10,000 followers. I have blue check. You're gonna say I'm lying? Exactly. So this shit, man.
I ain't never seen Hollow so much under so many tweets.
It's
over the last 48 hours.
I might as well. Hollow is my for you, bro.
Yo, he's under every viral tweet with a banger. I'm like, yo, do your thing, guys.
With a fucking banger at that.
Wait, who?
Everything.
Hollow.
Hollow under every tweet.
50K minimum likes.
The Holla anytime New Orleans shit. Slander. Bang!
Damn that. Anything, just new shit that's popping. I was on the timeline the other day, that below deck shit, when that shit was going around, I seen Hollow's tweet under there. The shit dropped. That shit said 12 hours ago. Hollow's tweet 12 hours ago. I'm like, nigga, you got notifications on for viral tweets? This is crazy work. Hey, and it paid off because Hollow getting that check now. Hey,
motherfuckers are dead ass getting paid off that shit, bro. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how that whole monetization thing like fucks up Twitter, and I think it will. Cause even when I got verified, my first thought was like, what hot take could I say to really get like 1 million views, like just real quick, which is essentially like $200 real quick. I don't know what the math is, but you know, a lot of people already have that mindset. A lot of people already had that mindset before monetization was a thing. Yo, what can I do to really get the people going? You know what I'm saying? So it's only gonna get worse. And even the point of like, people don't even Google shit now. I would even argue Google was still one of the first dominoes to fall because Google itself gives out a lot of misinformation in and of itself. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you don't know how to research.
Yeah, you gotta check where, like, what Google is recommending, where it's coming from as well. So you gotta check sources on Google too, and even that is like not even the first barrier to entry now in terms of getting information, which is crazy. But yeah, media literacy, in my opinion, along with statistics, it's one of those modern things that like deadass need to be implemented in our education system from K through 12. Like just one class, bro. Media literacy and statistics.
Maybe they need to do a better job, because I did some stuff on my stream in regards to the Neo conversation, just showing them how to, you know, verify and check some stuff. And there were so many people in the chat that were like, "Oh shit, I've never seen this before. Like I've never seen this before." Maybe we do need to do like a way, or a class on how to verify what's even being seen on the internet. Because you're right, Google, it'll show you what you're searching for. That may not be the right answer, but it'll show you what you're searching for. So without knowing how to navigate that information and get to the bottom of what you're actually looking for, you could be left out in the dust too. I also think people need to sometimes swallow their pride, if that makes sense. But they need to, just double check behind yourself. You might have seen something before one time. that also could have been misinformation. So just double check yourself. And I say that to say this guy right here, Omar, brandishing a weapon means you pointed at them. Assault is physical touch, especially in California. But all right, people think I might forget. I'm never gonna forget. So in California, this is assault with a firearm. In this definition right here, defendant did an act with a firearm that by its nature would directly and probably result in the application of force on a person. Defendant acted intentionally. When the defendant acted, he or she was aware of the facts that would cause a reasonable person to realize that their act would directly and probably result in the application of force to someone. And when the defendant acted, he or she had the present ability to apply force with a firearm. No injury or firing of the firearm is required under the statute. And they go into what a firearm is considered. Examples: a man points a firearm at a person, however, the gun is not loaded. This man could not be convicted, but if it is loaded, because it lacked the thing. However, if that same man takes an unloaded gun and pistol whips, that's when it becomes that with that. But if you load that gun as well, that is considered assault with a firearm.
You load the weapon, it's assault. So what you're implying, 6 Mile, is that Tory would have had a bulletless gun, but it's already confirmed that he shot the gun. So, geez.
I just don't. Oh my goodness, I just don't understand how people just don't read. You know?
Yeah, nah.
I mean, I understand it. I mean, we've done it on a certain extent before. I feel like, there's just certain stories that you don't care about. You read on the timeline. You don't care enough to research and look up sources, and you just kind of accept it as a fact until proven otherwise. And if it's proven otherwise, like someone dead ass tells me, yo, that shit is false, then I'm gonna change my mind. But there definitely have been stories in the past that we talked about on pod or not, where it's just like, oh, okay, I mean, okay, so you did some research to it, I'm gonna just believe you type shit. So
yeah, 100 the fuck percent. I nigga, some topics I do not give a fuck about. Y'all already know that. And if Omar Damo are like deep cut 10 toes in the thing, and I'm like, okay, based off of what you're saying, here's what I'm gonna say. I think people go wrong is if I were to turn the camera on and say, okay, so knowing this, no, people are too afraid to say they don't know things, and I will harp that until someone actually does something to positively get that message across. People are too ashamed to act like they don't know things, or are too ashamed that they can't understand things even. And it's sad, bro. Niggas acting like they perfect all the time. You're not. It's cool though.
Yeah. Also, I just wouldn't trust anything blanketly either. Just you should be able to fact check even what I just said. Like you should do your own due diligence and fact check that. But I find that interesting in the Tory Lanez thing. I also found it funny that Iggy Azalea wrote a letter and then went on the internet and lied about said letter. I was always asking, how is that a credible source? You can look up the California Penal Code that was presented on the screen. Again, you can do your due diligence. It's not my job to make you believe that. That's the other problem that people like don't understand. Even if you don't believe what somebody's saying, fact check them.
Yeah. Appeal to ignorance used to. This is going to segue to my hot take of the day, or hint at it, because we're not going to hit segue there yet. But appeal to ignorance is one of everybody's like top 3 things to do. Like, because you haven't seen a man that flew. I mean, because he said he flew, but you haven't seen him try to fly and fail. Who's to say he can't fly? Type shit. It's like, it's weak sauce, bro. Weak ass.
This camera might be going back tomorrow now.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's up with you, bro?
It's overheating.
See? Oh,
that's a new game. You gotta turn that shit to high temp, bro.
I turned it to high temp. I streamed before this too.
Oh, that shit's been on for 9 hours. So.
We
got the same camera, buddy. So I don't know.
I don't
you bought
know.
the joint that he had, or did you already have it?
Nah, yeah, I bought it. I traded in the one that I had. And then...
And Sage been with me the whole day, damn near. So.
Live since I want to say 3:30, 4.
My team.
And I forgot to turn it off when I got food. So.
Yeah, hell nah.
Yeah, the Iggy Azalea letter. She was like, I haven't been with him. I haven't spoke to him. Well, she tweeted out because she didn't think that the letter was gonna come out, and she said, I just haven't been with him. I haven't spoke to him in so many months. I was told that this letter wasn't gonna be read to the public. Blah 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 blah. turns out in the letter she wrote, you know, I was just talking to him the other day, just trying to figure out what he's like. She even hired some of his ex-staff. Listen, man, if you lie on the internet, just know it's gonna come out. It's just gonna come out as the truth. That's all I got. So that's all I really got for that one.